You ready? I don't know if you're ready. If you don't have one of these amazing tools, you might want to get one. This thing's pretty amazing. This is what I use for my one-a-day gardening, or my one-a-day watering. It has a lot of different options on it, even though it's partially broken because I don't know what happens. There's a clog or something. I don't know. You'll see in a second. It's still super beneficial. One day a week, I do manual watering. Goodbye to using those jugs. It clicks. You can make it go forward, straight. You want a straight stream of water? Do you want a jet? Do you want a shower? There's so many options on this thing, and it clicks in. It's really responsive, but I feel like I have to go through one of these a year. Look, it's leaking, and this can make it spray harder or softer. And I'm telling y'all, I don't water much. Watch. And what I'm doing is agitating the surface, so fertilizers and things like that. This will get them nice and pushed in and wet. It does a little cycle on the uppermost layer of soil. Drip irrigation is great and it does its function, but I feel like you got to come in and do this once in a while, at least once a week for me, whatever your schedule is. And just like that, like I've gone through here and look at the top of this though. See how it's spraying incorrectly? I'm gonna have to take this thing apart and see why. This happens once a year. I get a new one every year. It's kind of annoying. Maybe I need to invest in a better quality one. I don't know. But I come in here and I do surface agitation. Swapping over to stream. And this soil, like I said, I make my own soil, and this is how fast I can see results come out at the bottom. I'm not trying to waste any water, guys. I don't waste a lot of water, or if any. Super efficient. I really like these nozzles because you can adjust. The ones that you can adjust, I mean, they all have their purpose, but for raised beds, I really like the ones with the nozzles because of the spread you can get. And we're just going through, we're checking everything out before it gets too hot. You want to make sure your nozzles aren't clogged, and everything's actually watering. Once it gets hot, I don't want to be out here all the time, so you want to do this while it's nice out. Kiwi is doing fantastic. We're gonna have to talk about this guy and his girl. He's getting watered, and I'm not trying to get the whole top wet. That's why I manually do it. But based on how much water the timer I have it on, I'm not trying to fill up the pot at the bottom. This soil is so well draining. I want the pot to fill up, and then it gets reabsorbed. This is kind of it. This is what you have to do with drip irrigation. You want to check it. You add things, soil can get into these, they can get clogged, and all of a sudden you come out here and something's dead. Super crucial for the summer. Got some things growing. Look at that kiwi. Look at that kiwi. I'm excited for this. So these ones are really nice because they put out a certain amount of water when they're closed. You can open them up and let more water come out of them. I'm really starting to like things that are adjustable. Got these on Amazon. Maybe I can get a link. And I'm checking to make sure everything's mulched. Do I need to add anything to start protecting? I'm gonna have to come through here and get some trunks painted, especially with these things I just replaced, like this cherry tree. Bananas waking up. You just want to inspect. You have a garden. You gotta take care of it, guys. It takes some time. After you do it for a while, though, you start making your own little schedule of things that get it cleared. Now this part, peaches. Peaches will kill themselves to give you fruit. They love you that much that they put all of their love into production, and then they can kill themselves. We'll talk about that in a second, though. New growth. Gonna have to pick some of these peppers. Got the train a little bit on this Anna Hardy kiwi. It's looking great. And it's funny how they vine. They sit up here and they strangle strings. So you really need. You could have just strings going up and down, to be honest, or poles or whatever the case is. And you just train them. Come out here, make sure they're going in the right direction, and they will just wrap and go straight up. I'm trying to get this whole thing filled out on this side. Just like that. So it's officially been over a year since I've had these and survived. I'm gonna have to do a video on this. But we are doing well. I don't want to go in sideways. But once they hold on, out here and fix this later. Alright, back to peaches. So you really don't want a ton of peaches on each branch. You want quality, not quantity. So maybe 2. I don't really want to have 3. This is a donut peach. Excuse me, does really well here. Full sun. And I'm just going through here and making sure that I don't have a bunch of them all squished together. You know, this seems like it hurts, but I gotta take some off. Do you want a bunch of small peaches, or do you want a few really good peaches? I mean, I'll get, based on what I'm seeing, there's at least 20 on this bad boy, at least. But it really is about quality. And this hurts. Must be done, folks. Just inspect it as much as you can. Citrus will kind of thin itself. Peaches not so much. They'll if they can pollinate, if they can go, they'll just go. Just take the time, guys. You got to take time. Gardens aren't set and forget. You got to put at least a little bit of time in. Trying to have all the birds eat it this year, so we're gonna get these covered. See that right there? And when you're doing this, you kind of want to get the smaller one. You don't want the big chunky one. So if there's 3, get the best of the 2. Just bunches. Same thing with this harvester peach. Come through here. And I don't want 2s. Like, oh, there's 3 on this bad boy. Let's have the ones on each side to give it space to grow. And I'll just add it back. Add that energy back to the roots. Look at those beneficials. Flying around, eating their little bugs, eating the mites. And it seems, sometimes gardening seems counterproductive, but in the long run, you'll thank me. Definitely don't want that. And it's that easy. They hold on pretty well, so you're not gonna hurt anything. In the first 2 years, you don't want it to fruit at all. I left a couple fruit on here, the birds ate it and I'm pissed. This year, not so much. Let's really get in there. Look at that. Isn't it strange how these were flowers? Now they turn into fruit. I don't know. It blows my mind when I really think about how this all works. Tiny fruit. wasn't that bad. 15 minutes of work or so, and the reward will pay off. Gets so many fruit, and you really don't want one or two, like I said, on each branch. Definitely not right on top of each other. I could completely miss this one. You gotta go. That's energy stored. You want to make sure you're getting that back in your garden. But really inspect. Take the time. Take the time. Take the time. I don't know. I'm counting 60 peaches raised bed on just this one tree. And it's definitely leaning, but it is what it is. I think that might be better to be able to pick the fruit. Don't want them right on top of each other. As the tree gets thicker, the more fruit you can leave on here. Right now, we're still within the first 5 years. Less than that. And that's just accounting the time that I've had in my garden, right? Like, I don't know how long this has been in the prior garden, how old really this tree is. Peaches will give you, if you're in zone 9 and you want something, peaches, man, get peaches. Got some companion plant going on, got some blueberries back here. This is how you do it. That citrus, you don't really have to worry too much about these in terms of thinning, but look at this chocolate persimmons. I mean, all of these little guys, do you see this? How much fruit this is gonna be on this guy? It's gonna be a good year, guys. I love this time of year. Spring in the summer. I can't wait to taste these. Like so many. I don't think I've ever had a persimmon either, so they say you want to taste things before you get it, but I like to get things that I can't taste because they're not here. And our fruits and vegetable scene here sucks. Look at these mangoes. That's what mango blooms look like. And say what you will about flies, but they do a wonderful, spectacular job at pollinating. Most of the pollination on this has been done by the flies. Check it out. Should get plenty on here. We're gonna do a video on this. And the avocado blooms on everything. If I let it. Ooh, beneficials be scaring me. Anyway, one of these mornings we'll get you to the garden, but for now, do the liking, do the sharing, do the subscribing. It really doesn't hurt you, and it helps me out a bunch. Lets me know if I should continue doing this. Zone 9, gardening. Get onto your gardening, folks. Let's grow.
One of these mornings,